You might have one hand on the heart space, one hand on the belly, or maybe both hands in the lap, palms face up. Take a few breaths to ground down and tune into your body. As you inhale, reaching tall through the spine and crown of the head. And as you exhale, rooting down through the sit bones, feeling your legs as they connect into the earth. Coming down from the monkey mind. Leaving behind you the past and the future. Arriving in the present moment, right here, right now. Doing a quick body scan, starting with your toes. Work your way up to the crown of your head. Notice if there is any tension. Taking note of those areas of tension. Ask your body, what do I need today for my practice? What do I need physically, spiritually, emotionally? Maybe you'd like to set an intention. Gathering hands at heart center will open with 3 ohms. Inhale to prepare. Namaste. Welcome. Let's get started by coming to child's pose, big toes together, knees out wide. You might like to have a blanket under the knees for some extra cushion. Breathing into the lower back, expanding as you inhale in child's pose. We're in child's pose. As you exhale, feeling a sense of release of any tension. Take a deep inhale into the lower back. Exhale, sigh out through the mouth. One more deep inhale. Exhale, sigh out through the mouth. Walking hands over to the right, see curve the spine. Left hand might come on top of the right. Inhale, hands walk back to center. Pausing for one moment in center. Your next inhale, hands walk over to the left, second side. Right hand might come on top of left. Inhale, hands walk back to center. Notice if you feel any difference from when you first came down onto your mat. Your next inhale, tabletop. Hands stuck underneath the shoulders, knees stuck under the hips. For Marjariasana or cat-cow. Inhale, chin up, belly down, cow. Exhale, chin to chest, round the back, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Continuing with your own breath. And beginning to invite any intuitive movement. Maybe you like to circle out the rib cage or circle the hips back. And reversing your rotation. Inhale, coming back to center to tabletop. Rooting down through the right hand. Your next inhale, left arm opens up to the sky, twisting open. Exhale, threading the hand through, twisting to the right. Inhale, open. Exhale, threading it through. 2 more times with your own breath. The end of your second round, coming down on the left shoulder. Maybe the right hand trickles forward, lengthening through the right side of the body. Inhale, left arm reaches up to the sky, twisting open. Exhale, left hand comes down. Your next inhale, right arm opens up, second side. Exhale, threading it through. 3 more times. The end of your third round, coming down onto the right shoulder. Maybe the left hand trickles forward. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, right hand comes down. Downward facing dog, tucking the toes under, lifting up the hips. Maybe you pedal out the feet or bend alternate knees. You might nod the head yes, nod the head no. Inhale, right leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Hips are squared to the front of the mat. Exhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Scissoring the hips towards one another. You might bring the left knee down for more support, or for more strength, you can keep the left knee lifted. Inhale, right arm opens up to the sky, twisted lunge. Maybe you circle out the top arm, massaging the shoulder. Reverse your rotation. Exhale, right hand comes down, left knee comes down. Inhale, standing up tall, or the torso comes up tall, arms reach up to the sky. And exhale, hands come behind the low back, interlacing the fingers, gentle back bend as you hug the navel towards the spine, reaching the fingers behind the back leg. Shine your collarbone up to the sky. Exhale, hands come down to frame the front foot, stepping back into plank. Option to do a flow or meet in downward facing dog. Your body, honor your body. We meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, left arm opens up, twisted lunge. Maybe circling out the top arm. And reversing your rotation. Exhale, right hand comes down, left knee comes down, horse pose or Chakrasana. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, interlacing the fingers the non-habitual way, gentle back bend. Exhale, hands come down to frame the front foot, stepping back into plank. Your next exhale, option to flow or meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Arms reach up as the left foot comes flat on the mat. Exhale, warrior two, opening up the arms out wide. Left foot might sneak open towards the long edge of your mat. Checking in with your front knee. Activate it towards the pinky side edge of your foot. Inhale, exalted warrior. Right arm reaches up. Exhale, hands cartwheel down to frame the front foot, stepping back into plank. Inhale, right arm reaches up, side plank or Vashisthasana. You might bring the left knee down for more support. Maybe you float the right foot up off the mat. Exhale, four-legged plank. Option to flow or meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two, opening the arms out wide. Shoulder blades roll down the back, feeling a sense of pride as you shine your heart open. Inhale, exalt your warrior, left arm reaches up. Exhale, hands windmill down to frame the front foot, stepping back into plank. Inhale, left arm reaches up, side plank, second side. Maybe the right knee comes down for more support. Maybe the left foot floats up. Exhale, four-legged plank. Option to flow or meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Bend the knee, spin the hip open. You might circle out the knee, massaging the ball and socket of the hip joint. Reverse your rotation. Exhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two, arms rainbow out wide. Inhale, exalted warrior, right arm reaches up. Exhale, side angle, left arm comes up. Maybe the right arm comes to the top of the knee, or you might float it down towards the ground. Left hand comes behind the low back, half bind. If you have the full bind in your practice, you can find that here as well. Shine the left shoulder up towards the sky. Inhale, exalted warrior, right arm reaches up. Lengthening the right leg, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Exhale, right hand reaches forward and down, left arm reaches up. Exhale, side angle, right knee bends. Inhale, exalt your warrior, right arm reaches up. Exhale, windmill the hands down to frame the front foot, stepping back into plank. Option to flow or meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, spin the hip open, circling out the ball and socket joint of the hip. Reverse your rotation. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Inhale, exalt your warrior, left arm reaches up. Exhale, side angle. Maybe the right hand comes behind the low back for the half bind. Maybe you have the full bind in your practice. Inhale, exalt your warrior, left arm reaches up. Lengthening the left leg, exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Lifting through the right side ribs, engaging through the obliques. Exhale, bend the left knee, side angle. Inhale, exalt your warrior, left arm reaches up. Exhale, hands windmill down to frame the front foot, plank. Option to flow or meet in down dog. From downward facing dog, take the right hand in downward facing dog. Take the right hand, cross it over to grab the left shin or ankle. So we're balancing with the left hand and 2 feet as the right hand reaches for the left calf or ankle. Inhale, four-legged down dog, right hand comes forward. Exhale, left hand reaches towards the right calf. Second side. Inhale, four-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, walk the feet forward to the front of your mat. Krishnasana or forward fold. You might like to take opposite elbows and ragdoll. Maybe hands take the shins, ankles, or feet. Allow your head to be heavy. Inhale, the halfway lift, hands come to the tops of the knees, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, fierce pose or chair, sitting the hips back. Hands might reach forward, or you might bring the hands to heart center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the halfway lift. Exhale, fierce pose. Your next exhale, twist to the right. Left hand might come to the outside of the right knee as you reach the right arm up to the sky. Or some of you might keep your hands in prayer. If you have side crow in your practice, you might take that here. Inhale, standing tall, arms reach up, gentle back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana. Maybe closing the eyes, feeling all four edges of your feet. Take a deep breath in Sigh out through the mouth. Coming back to your intention. Gently blinking the eyes open. Inhale, arms reach up. Gentle back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, the halfway lift. Hands come to the tops of the knees. Exhale, chair pose or fierce pose. Utkatasana. Your next exhale, twisting to the left, second side. Inhale, arms reach up, gentle back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Finding a focal point or drishti for tree pose. Weight comes into the left foot as the right knee opens out to the side. You might float the foot to the inside of the calf or thigh. Maybe the arms float out. Feel your foot as it grows roots and grounds you to the earth. Inhale, right knee floats up, forward. Exhale, hands and foot float down. Give your hips a shake from side to side. Tree pose, second side. Weight comes into the right foot as the left knee opens out to the side. Bending whichever variation you had on the first. Pressing the foot into the leg while actively pressing the leg back into the foot. Inhale, floating the knee forward. And exhale, hands and foot float down. Your hips to shake from side to side. Purity pose. Weight comes into the right foot. Inhale, lift the left knee and hands forward. If you have really tight hip flexors, you can bring the hands down to the knee to support yourself. That might feel more comfortable for some people, especially if the psoas is flaming up. Some of you might be able to take the big toe to the peace fingers with the right hand and extend the leg forward. If you can't, just keep the knee bent. Inhale, open the left arm out to the side, twisting open. Sorry, the right hand out to the side. So you're twisting towards your front knee. Inhale, arms reach back forward. Exhale, hands and knee float down. Give your hips a shake from side to side. Purity pose, second side. Weight comes into the right foot. Inhale, left knee floats forward. Keeping your focal point. Some of you might bring the peace fingers around the big toe. Inhale, twisting open towards your front knee. Exhale, hands float back forward, foot floats down. Coming towards the long edge of your mat, heel toe with the feet about one leg distance apart. Goddess pose, hands might come to the hips as the big toes point towards the corner edges. Exhale, lowering the hips down, bending the knees, pressing the knees towards the pinky side edge of the foot. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus the hands out to the sides. Inhale to lift. Exhale, cactus. Continuing with your own breath. You might play with lifting one heel up, then lifting the opposite heel up. Maybe you can lift both heels up. We'll do 3 rounds of lion's breath. On the exhale, sticking out the tongue, eyes open wide. Inhale, arms reach up. Inhale, brave lions. Last round, inhale. Inhale, star pose. Arms reach tall as you lengthen the legs, bringing the feet to parallel to one another. Exhale, hands come down to the hips, forward fold. Hands might come below the shoulders, or maybe you interlace the fingers behind the back, rinsing out the shoulders overhead. Exhale, hands come back underneath the shoulders towards center. Inhale, walk the hands over to the right calf, shin, or foot as you lengthen through the left side of the body, keeping the hips parallel, opening through the left side ribs. Inhale, hands walk back to center, pausing in center. Notice if you feel a different from one side to the other. Exhale, hands walk over to the second side. Hands might take the shin, ankle, or foot. Inhale, hands walk back to center. Exhale, gently bending the knees, hands come to the hips. Inhale, standing up tall. Heel toe the feet back towards one another. Making your way back to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms reach up, gentle back bend. Exhale, forward fold. You might bring the peace fingers around the big toes, opening the elbows out wide. Or maybe you bring the backs of the palms on the mat as you step the feet onto the hands. You might ragdoll, finding 5 more breaths in your forward fold. Hands come down as you gently bend the knees. Step the feet almost as wide as the mat for garland pose or malasana, a deep squat. Bending the knees, sit the hips back. You might bring the hands into Namaskar Mudra. Some of you might like to sit on a bolster or block. Great. Lengthening the low back. Maybe you close the eyes. Coming back to your intention. As you breathe in, expanding the ribs. As you breathe out, releasing any tension. Exhale, hands come down in front of you firmly. Crow pose or crane, reaching the hips up. You might bring the knees to the tops of the triceps and just play. Even if you don't have crow in your practice, just play with an arm balance. We'll never get better if we don't try and have a good sense of humor with it. And when you're ready, exhale, coming to sit down. Finding a pillow or bolster to prop the hips up. Extending the left leg, the right knee bends. You might cross the right foot over the left thigh. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, twisting to the right as you hug your knee, looking over your right shoulder behind you. Some of you might hook the left elbow to the top of the knee. Lifting tall through the spine and crown of the head as you inhale. And finding a deeper twist as you exhale. When we twist, we not only help our body with digestion of our food, but it's also where we assimilate and digest information. Inhale, arms reach up to center. Exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, arms reach up to center. Exhale, hands come down beside you. Right leg reaches forward, left knee bends. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, twisting to the left. Looking over your left shoulder behind you. Hugging the knee, yes, hugging the knee. Lifting tall through the crown. And as you exhale, finding a deeper twist. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, twisting to the right, second side. Inhale, hands come to center. Exhale, hands come down beside you. Butterfly pose. Soles of the feet come together. Inhale, reaching tall through the spine. Shine your heart forward. Exhale, hinging from the hips. Releasing over the legs. Inhale, coming to sit up tall, making your way to lie down on the belly. Hands come beside the shoulders, or maybe you cactus the arms out wide, tensing the fingertips for cobra pose. Inhale, lifting the chest and chin. Pressing through the tops of the feet, baby cobra. Engaging through the thighs, engaging through the glutes. Two more breaths, you got this. Your next exhale, bringing one cheek down to the mat. Gently rock your hips from side to side. Hands come towards the hips for locust pose. Palms might be face down as you press the hands into the mat. You might keep the chest or the chin or forehead down on the mat for more support. As you inhale, lift the feet up. Maybe if you feel like you can take it a step further, you might lift the chin and chest up off the mat. And maybe you float the hands back towards the feet. If you ever feel like you've gone too far, you can always take it one step back. Relaxing the face muscles and the jaw. Two more breaths. Exhale, opposite cheek comes down, bending the knees, windshield wiper the feet from side to side. Hands come beside the lower ribs, pressing up into tabletop. Hips are stacked over the knees, puppy dog pose, hands reach forward as the chest comes down towards the mat. Forehead or chin might come down as well. And when you're ready, exhale, finding child's pose. Keeping the knees together as the hips sit back. You might overlap the backs of the palms, or maybe the hands reach back towards the feet in baby pose. Take a deep breath into the low back, expanding the low ribs. Exhale, sigh out through the mouth. One more deep belly breath in. Exhale out the mouth, releasing any tension. Staying in child's pose, we'll do 3 rounds of Brahmari breath or the honeybee breath. And this brings the body into a deep state of relaxation. The honeybee breath sounds like the M in Om, or a humming sound. Inhale to prepare for 3 rounds in child's pose. Inhale, coming back up to a seat, making your way to lie down on the back. Hugging the knees into the belly, gently rocking from side to side. You might lift the head in the opposite direction as the knees. Hands come to the tops of the knees, coming into center. Using the strength of your arms, draw circles with the knees, massaging the lower back. And reverse your rotation. Exhale, release the legs long in front of you for navel gazing pose. Hands come down besides the hips, pressing the heels down into the mat. Inhale, lift the chest and chin up, looking at the navel as the hands reach forward towards the feet. You're hugging the belly button towards the spine. Some of you might lift one foot up off the mat as you inhale. Exhale to lower. Lift the opposite heel up on the inhale. Exhale to lower. Maybe you lift both feet up. 2 more breaths. You got this. Exhale, lowering the head back down. Hug the knees into the belly. Give yourself a tight squeeze. Releasing the feet down for half bridge. So feet are close to the sit bones. Palms face down next to the hips. We'll do a couple rounds of pelvic undulations. As you exhale, hug the navel towards the spine, flattening the back into the mat. Inhale to release the natural curvature lifts. Exhale, hug the navel to the spine. Inhale, release. Twice more. Your next exhale, navel hugs to the spine. Keeping this engaged, inhale, half bridge as the hips lift up. Maybe you interlace the fingers behind the back. Keeping the hips lifted. Just gonna come check on you all. Great. Keeping the knees activated so they're hip distance apart. Great. Exhale, lowering down one vertebra at a time. Hands come out wide. Stepping the feet out wide, windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Option to do one more round of half bridge, or if you have full wheel in your practice, you can find that too. Bringing the feet back to hip distance apart, hands come next to the hips. Exhale, hugging the navel to the spine. Inhale, half bridge or full wheel if you prefer. You might interlace the fingers the non-habitual way. Exhale, hands come out wide as you gently roll down one vertebra at a time. Walking the feet out wide, windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Two options, you might bring the feet up tall for a gentle inversion, or maybe you like to place a block or a bolster underneath the sacrum. You could also come over to the wall for legs up the wall. Or if you have shoulder stand in your practice, finding shoulder stand. So you can, yeah, great. Looks like everyone's getting into it just fine. I'm just watching y'all. Don't mind me. If you have plow in your practice, you might make your way into plow. And gently rolling down one vertebra at a time until the legs come down long on the mat. Left leg stays down as you inhale, hug the right knee into the belly for wind relieving pose. If you prefer, you can use a strap or your hands as you extend the right leg. Hands or strap comes behind the right thigh. Gently pressing the right leg towards the body. If you have any low back pain, you might bend the left knee. That can bring the back into a better position if you have any pain. And now bending the left knee. If you haven't already, cross the right ankle to the top of the left knee. Figure 4. Hands thread through behind the left thigh as you press the right knee away from the body. Inhale, arms open out wide as the left foot comes down. Exhale, legs twist over to the left. Supine twist. Left hand might come to the outside of the right knee as you look over your right shoulder. Some of you might extend the right leg, bringing the peace fingers around the big toe. Inhale, coming back to center, hugging both knees into the belly. Exhale, extend the right leg when we're leaving pose, second side. Left knee stays hugged in. Extend the left leg, hands or strap comes behind the thigh as you hug the leg closer to your body. Bending the right knee, left ankle comes to the top of the right knee, figure 4, second side. Inhale, arms open wide, right foot comes down. Exhale, legs fall over to the right. Supine twist, second side. You might extend the left leg, bringing the peace fingers around the big toe. Inhale, coming back to center. Finding happy baby pose as the soles of the feet come up to the sky. You might play with bending one knee and extending one leg, bending the opposite knee, extending the other leg, or extending both legs into a wide-legged split. If there are any final poses you would like to take here, you're welcome to find those. Maybe you like reclined butterfly pose with the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Taking 5 more breaths to settle in. Turning your awareness back inward. Feeling your lungs breathing, your heart beating. Being present in the moment. We can think about the past and the future. In a couple minutes, we have a few more left. A few more moments of being here in the now. Making your way to Shavasana if you haven't already. Closing the eyes, maybe you like to place a towel over the eyes or a bolster beneath the knees. using the breath as a form of meditation, repeating to yourself, as I breathe in, I expand. As I breathe out, I release. Expand, release. Bringing your awareness back into the body. Maybe wiggling the fingers and toes. You might nod the head from side to side. Slowly coming to lie on one side of the body in a fetal position. And when you are ready, making your way back up to a comfortable seat. Sitting up tall through the spine. As you exhale, chin comes down towards the chest. Gently rock the head from side to side. Inhale, head comes back to center. Placing the hands on top of the chest. Actively press your hands down towards the ground. As you inhale, look up, extending the lower jaw forward like a bulldog to stretch the front skin of the neck. Exhale, looking back forward, hands come down beside you. Inhale, shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, rolling the shoulder blades down the back twice more. And reverse the rotation 3 times the opposite direction. We'll close our practice with 5 rounds of Brahmari breath, or the honeybee breath. And we'll do this trying to close off all of the sensory organs. So you'll take your palms and use your fingers to close over the eyes, creating a dark room. Then we'll begin breathing 5 rounds of the honeybee breath. While we're doing this, the thumbs will cover the earlobes, so you kind of create a quiet room for yourself. So inhale, sitting up tall, reaching through the crown of the head. 5 rounds of bumblebee breath, closing the earlobes, and begin. When you are complete, drawing your awareness to your third eye between your eyebrows. Connecting to your intuition, your true nature, your bliss and wisdom. Gathering hands at heart center. Come back to your intention. Honor your intention and all of the devotion to your practice. to your physical body, your spiritual energy, your emotional well-being. And offering gratitude to our bodies as they have supported us throughout our practice today. So many things our body takes care of for us without us even thinking or telling it to. We'll close our practice with 1 Om and 3 Shantis. Shanti is Sanskrit for peace. Inhale to prepare. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you're all feeling great and ready to relax and turn in for the night. Thank you. Good.